Hey there, everybody. This is Martin, your mortgage guy. Just wanted to post a video of something I've been thinking about for quite a while and want to get this information out to people. And that is about home equity lines of credit, what they are, how they work, and why you should have one. So I've been helping people with home equity lines of credit pretty much since I started in banking over 25 years ago. And the product has pretty much remained the same industry-wide, pretty much from bank to bank. It has not changed much in 25 years. So I'll explain the features of an equity line of credit, but more importantly, I'll explain the benefits of why I think it's wise to have one as an emergency, as a safety net for anybody who's a homeowner and has lendable equity, enough equity in your home that a bank would give you an equity line of credit. This comes up because yesterday, and this happens all the time, I'll share this story with you. Yesterday, a client came into the bank where I work, went into one of our bank branches, and she's a professional, has a great income, great employment, very stable employment, owns a home in a growing area in our market here in Birmingham, Alabama. Property is maybe worth $400,000. And she's also a business owner, owns some commercial property, and decided that she wanted to start doing some work on her house. And so she's expanding the footprint, expanding the square footage of her home, tore out a wall and is doing some additions. And I didn't get into all the specifics, but probably some cosmetic improvements as well, I would imagine. Probably updating the bathrooms in the kitchen, which is very common. And she was planning to do that with her own cash. And now she has run out of cash or realizes that she's going to need more cash. And so she comes into the bank and says, hey, can I get an equity line of credit against my home? And unfortunately, banks typically cannot lend if there is construction going on the property right now. So if there's ongoing construction to the property, typically a bank cannot lend on that property because the property does not have its market value if it's in the middle of being worked on. If there's construction, if a wall has been torn out of a house, or the kitchen has been gutted, or the bathrooms have been gutted, a $400,000 house is not worth $400,000 without a kitchen or without one of the exterior walls. And so we send an appraiser by the property. The appraiser says, yes, this property is worth $400,000 after you've finished the construction. So it's not worth $400,000 when it's under construction, and so the bank cannot lend against that property. So that could be a video in itself right there. That's an issue that comes up quite often. So maybe I should just leave this video as it is and then start another video about what an equity line is. But this happens all the time. I'll just maybe leave this video like this. People come into the bank after someone in the family has gotten sick and cannot work. And so they don't have income anymore, but they realize they're sitting on $100,000 of equity in their home, $150,000 of equity in their home. They realize I could live off of that money for a short term. I could use some of that money to pay medical bills, but we can't lend them the money because they're not working right now. Somebody's out of work, so they don't have the income to support qualifying for the loan. Or you've gotten in over your head with credit. You've been living off of credit cards. You're using credit cards to support some new small business that you're doing. And now your credit cards are maxed out and your credit score is starting to decline, and you come to the bank and say, hey, can I borrow some money against my house? Well, now that your credit cards are maxed out, we're going to have trouble qualifying you for that equity line. So I tell my customers, and I'm telling you, get an equity line when you can, when you don't need it, when everybody is healthy and working, when you have good income, when you have good credit, and when you have equity in the home. That's the time to go to the bank and say, hey, how much of an equity line can I get on my house? And then the bank is happy to lend you that equity line as a safety net. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. It's already been a 5-minute, 6-minute video. Thank you for watching. Please leave any comments, and another video is coming about what an equity line is and how to use it.